think so? Oh boy. Looks like it's working. Hello. Hello. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not. I'm okay. Hello. Hello. I'm here. Hello. Welcome. Hello everybody. I had a little scare. I had a little scare just now. My microphone wouldn't work. So I hope you can hear me just fine. I might be a little quiet. I apologize. Why did that disappear? Please don't disappear. Here we go. Let me fix that. Always show. There we go. That should be better. Let me turn that back on. Hello. I hope the sound and everything is okay. I suppose I should introduce myself. Oh. What? 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. At 1 minute. Okay. Sorry about that. I unplugged my monitor. Hello. Hello. Oh, you can't see what I can see yet. How do I... I should have prepared a bit better. Let's see. I think it's over here. Yes, I found it. Okay. Here we go. Hello. My name is Makura Daki, but you can just call me Daki for short. No need for formalities here. It's fine. Oh no. So many tech issues today. I am very sorry. Okay, I've got it working again. Sorry, my mouse decided to go to sleep on me. Which is not much appreciated, but that's okay. So, my name is Daki. My profession normally is being a sleep aid. I help people fall asleep, and I try and do my best to make sure that people have good dreams. I can't be everywhere at once, obviously, but yeah, when it rains, it pours indeed. Why is the chat box over my face? I didn't think this through. Sorry, Mr. Chat box. There we go. That's better. The only language I can speak at the moment is English. I've been studying a few others, but none of them am I confident enough yet to say that I've been studying them. But I will do my best maybe in future streams we could practice together. And I like to draw, which I might do some of today, if nothing else explodes. I like to draw, and I like to bake, which is a lot harder to show on stream, but I might share pictures from time to time on my Twitter. I really like anything to do with magical girls. They're just kind of fun. Hello! Welcome. Well, no need to be sad. I also like playing roleplay games. JRPGs in particular tend to be a lot of fun for me. I like most holidays. They're just, it's nice to get like together with family and friends and such. And I like giving people sweet dreams. It doesn't always turn out the way I hope, but I do my best. The other one I had did not save. I have had so many tech issues today, I apologize. Let's see. Where did I put my pencil? I cannot seem to find my pencil. Oh no. One moment please again. I'm sorry. Okay, I found it. Okay. I found the pen. Also, I don't have chat rules set yet, but please don't bring drama from other streams into this chat. I'm not afraid to ban people for it. Please and thank you. I should figure out how to put the chat rules in the chat before you can do that in the future. But anyway. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah. Oh no, wait, I found it. Aha! Other things I like sweets. Particularly like baked goods more than like candies and stuff. I like pillows and stuffed animals. If it's soft, I am probably weak for it. I love soft things so much. And taking naps. Even just like a quick short nap can really help sometimes. I don't like nightmares. I try to make sure as many people as I can avoid having nightmares because they're just really unpleasant. Sleeping is supposed to be a relaxing thing, not something you dread. I also don't like when I mess up recipes, which doesn't happen as often anymore because I've been doing a lot of baking the past year or so. But nothing feels worse than spending 2 hours on something and then it comes out burnt. Or realizing you forgot to put sugar in, or you put salt in instead of sugar. Those are never fun. Thunderstorms, they're just loud and they make things humid. I know people like them. I think lightning is pretty, but usually I don't like thunderstorms that much. But that's just me. I understand that some people really like them, find them relaxing and all that, which is fine. Everybody likes different things and everyone's allowed to their opinions. I was going to have a lore video to show you guys. However, I severely underestimated the amount of time it would take to make. So, when it is done, I didn't want to rush it, but when it is done, I will do a special stream and show it all to you guys. But for today, instead, we're gonna do some drawing. I really did not prepare for this too much. I forgot to put my tablet on my desk, but that's okay. Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow. That is really loud, but that's okay. Oh! Hello, thank you, thank you. Oh, why? Oh boy. Oh, there we go. That should update itself. But yeah, I had a lot more prepared for today, and things just happen sometimes. So you gotta roll with it, you know? Not everything's gonna work out the way you hope, and that's okay. I spent a lot of time this past weekend working on the video, and I had a lot of fun going back and forth with different things while working on it, but I have a habit of biting off more than I can chew. I was like, oh, I'll just make it like a simple storybook. Oh, but what if I animate some of it instead? Or what if I, maybe I could just do just a little bit of fancy, make it look really nice. And then I was looking at a full, 2-minute video project that was supposed to be just like a little slideshow. But that's okay. I'll take my time with it, and I will show it when it's ready. For now, I cannot wait for summer to properly kick in. Yeah, no, I have a habit of overcomplicating things. But now that I have the extra time to work on it, I think it'll turn out better than if I had just rushed through and done something simpler, you know? I don't know why I'm starting with the bangs, I never do. That's okay. What I might do, because I ended up having less stuff for the debut planned than I thought. I am gonna be streaming again tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing the Calico game. which is really cute. I've already played through it once, but it's just a really fun, sweet, like, short game that I think would make a fun, like, one-off stream. So I've got that set up for tomorrow. And, I want to play Dragon Quest XI. So we're gonna do that this weekend. But, I think for today, we'll doodle a bit. I'll answer any questions. Because again, the lore video isn't done. So if anyone has any questions, or if you missed the start, just feel free to ask. Other games I plan to stream? I would really like to stream, I think it's called Omori, which is it's a newer game. I don't remember when it came out, but it's one of those, kind of RPG Maker style games, and I think that would be fun to do on stream. There's also games like, I know everyone likes playing Minecraft and Among Us on streams, but like, I guess if I could find some other people to play with, that would be fun. But I think mostly single player games, at least for a little while. So like, Omori will be fun, Dragon Quest XI. I also want to play Valhalla, not the Assassin's Creed game. I think it's like a bartending type of game, is the best way to explain it. That seems like a lot of fun to stream. Outside of that though, I don't really have any other planned games. Yet, at least. Yes, the sad cyberpunk bartending game. That feels like a game that would be, like, fun to enjoy with other people. Not in, like, a multiplayer sense, but, like, watching chat's reactions to different things. Also, letting chat bully me every time I get a drink wrong. Because I have a feeling I will do that a lot. I considered, for stuff like Valhalla and other games that I know that have different, like, ending paths, or, like, lots of cheat sheets, I considered, like, gathering some of those, but I think it would be better if I just played the game my way, and we'll see what happens type of a thing. Like, for some games, if they're really long, I might pull up a guide if I get stuck. But outside of that, I don't see it being a problem too much if I just kind of play things, I don't want to say naturally, but like go in blind kind of. What is that emote? I can't see it, it's too tiny on my screen. Ah, it's friend. It is friend. Very much friend-shaped, I agree. Oh, there was actually a lot of, they revealed it earlier, I know, but there was a lot of stuff for the new Pokemon games put out today. And I'm really excited for those to come out. I also play Final Fantasy XIV. So November's already gonna be pretty busy for me. And I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Diamond or Pearl when they release, just cause I'm gonna be so busy with 14 when the new expansion comes out. Oh, 14! Actually, 14 is another game that I'd like to stream sometime. I'm not exactly willing to start a whole new character though. I know some people, they'll like do long streams where they like go back through all of Realm Reborn or play through the entire story, like no skipping cutscenes and all that stuff, but I've already played through the game that way 3 times now. I keep making ults to play with other people on other servers. Well, data centers, because you can play across servers now. But now that you can play across data centers, there really isn't much point to making an ult anymore. I've also heard that the newest Yakuza game weirdly plays like an RPG. I think it's Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7. I don't remember what it's called in the West, but it seems like a lot of fun. And I've never played a Yakuza game before. Yakuza 7, yeah. Yeah, I've never played one, but I would like to. And I feel like I don't know how the other games play. I've always wanted to try them, but I've never sat down and actually like tried to play a Yakuza game before or watched people play them. But I wanna give it a shot sometime. I think that would be fun to do on stream. Seven requires like no knowledge of the previous ones. Well, that's good to know. I was a little worried that I would say, oh, I want to stream this, then people would be like, oh, you have to play like 6 other games to understand. It'd be like, oh, okay. But if you don't really need to know the other games, then yeah, maybe I will. Because I have seen some gameplay of 7 and it looks like a lot of fun. I also, I've already played it a couple times through, but I do have Dragon Quest Builders, which it's the only Dragon Quest game I've ever beaten. I have the second one for PC, and those are a lot of fun. I feel like that would be fun stream games. I don't know if I would do the story mode or just the free build stuff, but those are also a lot of fun. I wish it was more like openly multiplayer, because it's kind of, it's more of like a Minecraft type of game than an actual RPG, but it's still a lot of fun. You need to know roughly who Kiryu is and who Majima is. Yeah, I know the memes. I know the like typical Yakuza memes, so if I don't need to know like too much intricate stuff, then I should be fine, yeah. That's good to know. Oh, also, I know it came out a little while ago now, and a lot of people have already streamed it and played it, but I really want to play Nier Replicant on stream. I know, like, a little bit about the opening, but I don't know much about Nier as a series. Did I say Automata? Or did I say Replicant? I meant Replicant, whichever one I said. But I think that would be fun to play on stream. And, there was one other game that I wanted to stream, but I wasn't sure if I could figure it out. I don't remember. I'm also open to game suggestions. I need to figure out how to do like a more organized version of taking suggestions for stream games, but I'm definitely open to them. Oh, and for Wednesdays, be careful with the PC version of Replicant. I've heard it has some weird issues, but I wasn't sure how bad it is. Would it be better until I can stream it off of a console? Or better to wait, rather, until I can do so? Because if it's really bad, I don't mind waiting on it. But I heard it was just minor things like frame drops. Yeah, lag issues. Well, if it's only a little annoying, then it should be fine. I don't think I'll have too much issue with it. Even if it's not like a matter of like strength of PC, I don't really mind if games are like a little bit laggy or a little slow. Unless it's like a slideshow. Then of course it's just difficult to play at that rate, but oops. There's also, probably better saved for like a spookier time than the end of May. But, I also have a lot of the old RPG Maker horror games. When it comes to horror, I am a coward. But not so bad that it's impossible for me to play scary games. So I don't know if I want to save them all the way until Halloween because that's pretty far away. But I do have a lot of horror games, so I don't want October to completely be horror games, but it might end up being a decent amount of horror games. Just to be thematic, you know? Because it wouldn't feel right to be playing, like, super comfy games while there's, like, skeletons hanging up everywhere. And, like, fake spider webs strewn about people's homes, you know? I love just, like, walking down the street and seeing, like, people's houses decorated for different holidays. It's always, like, it's always nice to see. Oh no, Subnautica! I do have the original Subnautica and the new one, Below Zero, which I think just came out of early access. I think it just officially released. Yeah, for some reason, I know a few people that they hate the ocean. But then I look at Steam and it's like, oh, this person has been playing Subnautica Below Zero for 6 hours, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? Like, why are you playing this game about the ocean? Like, last time we went to the beach, you refused to go, like, within 200 yards of the water, and they're like, oh, I don't know, it's just soothing, and I'm like, how is that soothing? how is a game about being stuck in the ocean soothing? But again, to each their own. But yeah, that is a good idea. I should play Subnautica. For a game that isn't supposed to be horror, it's pretty spooky. If you don't like too scary, there's always Yume Nikki. Yeah. Yume Nikki is a good one. I like Mad Father. Mad Father and Misao are two of my favorites. There's also... Ooh, it's not horror, but I would love to play Off. I started playing it on my own time a few months back, and I just never went back to it. I'd like to go through and start again. Cause I say a few months, but it's been probably about a year now since I tried playing it the first time. Yeah, Off has a really cool aesthetic to it, cause it's like black and white for the most part. Or at least most of the character sprites are, but the worlds are like oddly colorful sometimes. And the enemy designs are, they're something. The music is really cool though. I don't know how I would describe the music of Off, but even though I didn't get far in the game itself, I listened to the soundtrack a whole bunch, and I think it's Pepper Steak is the generic fight theme, and sometimes it'll just get stuck in my head. Harsh industrial music thrown through a grinder is how it describes Off music. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair observation. It's kind of bouncy, but it's also really not. I don't know, it's just catchy. Like, the only way I can describe it is catchy. I highly recommend, even if you're not interested in the game, just giving the soundtrack a listen, because it's really cool. I hope to be able to do another doodle stream next week. I don't know of what, but I'd like to keep with doing doodle streams on Wednesdays. I haven't been drawing very much recently, and I want to get back into it. Cause, I don't know, drawing is nice. It's relaxing sometimes. Maybe I'll do I don't know about a request stream. I don't know if I'm confident enough to do requests live on stream, but oh, excuse me. Maybe I'll take suggestions on Twitter or something during the week to plan for next week's stream. Unless I don't finish this, which honestly I might not end up finishing it today. But maybe I'll finish this one off stream. Just so I can color it properly. We'll see. I am excited for tomorrow though, because I was so nervous for today. Just because things kept breaking while I was trying to get set up earlier. But if you haven't heard of Calico Game, I highly recommend you look it up, because it's just a really cute, kind of laid back game. I don't really know what genre it is though, cause I guess RPG is the closest, but it doesn't play like an RPG, if that makes sense. Cause there's not really combat or anything. It's mostly just like, I guess like a simulation game would make the most sense for what it is. But I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil it for those who don't know what it is, because it's just a really cute, sweet game. But I've got that, and then Dragon Quest on Saturday, which I don't know if I can play with a controller or not. I hope so, because it is a console game. And typically, PC ports of console games tend to not have the best mouse and keyboard controls, as far as like my experience goes. Oh, there's also Code Vein. Code Vein is also a lot of fun. I haven't been able to beat it before, but I've gotten close a couple times now. It's kind of like, I don't like that I'm about to say these words, but it's kind of like an anime Dark Souls. But it's a lot of fun. The combat's fun. It can get pretty creepy sometimes. I don't think it's supposed to be a scary game, but somehow it always manages to catch me off guard and spook me. I'm excited to see what happens with the weird new Pokemon game that they're making. Not the Sinnoh remakes, but the other one. Arceus, I think it is? I think it's Pokemon Legends Arceus. Cause it looks like you can just catch Pokemon without fighting, which is pretty cool. But I don't know how that would work. Cause there definitely are still fights in the game, based off of what they showed. But it just looks cool. I'm excited for it. There's just way too many games coming out this fall. I guess November is technically still fall. It doesn't feel like it for a lot of people, but fall's gonna have a lot of games this year. I'm also excited for, I don't think I'll end up streaming it, but Monhun Stories 2 looks really interesting. I played a bit of Monster Hunter Worlds, but I didn't play the Stories game, the first one. I don't even remember what system that was for. I've been playing a lot of, Story of Seasons, though, on my Switch. Yeah, 14. I mentioned it before, but I would love to, stream going through the story for Endwalker. Because I feel like... I don't know, because I don't know how many people would like watching a stream of the story content. I know people stream themselves, like, doing raids and stuff from time to time, but I would love to do, like, let's just go through all of the story of Endwalker. Not in one sitting. If it's even close to how dense the story was in Shadowbringers, I think I would pass out from exhaustion before I got even close to finishing Endwalker in one sitting. But Final Fantasy XIV is a lot of fun. It's one of the few games that I keep coming back to. And I guess part of that is because it's an MMO. Oh yeah! PSO2, New Genesis. Every time I see PSO2 NG, I wanna call it New Game, but it's not New Game, it's Neo Genesis, I think. And that's coming out in a couple weeks, actually, I think. Yeah, because May is almost over, so that'll be like in a couple weeks. Ooh, I'll definitely have to. I don't know if I'll be able to get into it too much. I've tried playing PSO2 a few times, and I've never been able to stick with it, but maybe I'll stream day one of PSO2. And if I like it, I'll keep going, but if not, then I'll do something else. It definitely looks like it's gonna be a lot more fun than PSO2 was, though. The combat looks a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, every time I look at it, I get confused, because I'm like, it's not a new game. What is it again? It's supposed to be New Genesis? Neo Genesis? Something like that. yeah, I am excited for that. I think actually the limited beta test for the character creator was already out, and I was very tempted to do that, but when I downloaded the official English release of PSO2 through the Windows Store before, it kind of burrowed into my computer and was very difficult to erase. So I think I'll be waiting until it's officially out. I think the benchmark should be up soon. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't think that's quite right. I don't think it's that one. Did it? No, there was the beta test. There was the beta test with the character creator for the Xbox Game Pass crowd only. But I don't remember when the benchmark, which is just the character creator, I don't remember when that comes out for PC, at least in the West. It's up right now? Well, that's tempting. But I want to play Calico tomorrow. But I could play Calico next week. Ooh, they let you bring the design into the full game? Oh, that's tempting. This is knowledge that I should not have. Maybe I'll download it later and see. Cause it's just the character creator though. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll mess with the character creator for a bit and then start Calico tomorrow. You can find the link on the English Twitter. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later then. This is turning out a lot cuter than I thought it would. I wanna draw other VTubers. I really do. I like drawing things for other people. I like drawing other people's characters and stuff as like surprises. Maybe next week I'll do like just some doodles of some other people. That could be fun. I don't know if I will do another doodle stream next week. I want to, but it depends on if I stream Tuesday or not. Because I think I'm gonna do alternating Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Depending on if there's another game aside from Dragon Quest that I start to play. I don't plan to do multiple long streams a week. I only want to do like 2 or 3 hours, except for the big Saturday streams. Because I know if I only go 2 or 3 hours for Dragon Quest, I'll be playing it for like a week. You can actually see, I don't remember where it is on the page, but the schedule tab on Twitch itself, I have my schedule up. It at least is accurate for the rest of this week. But I'm not sure if it'll be the same next week. The time slots and the general, like, what I'm doing that day will be the same every week, pretty much. But I'm not sure if it'll be the same games, with the exception of Dragon Quest. I want to do at least 2 weeks of that in a row just to get started, because I know the beginning can be a bit slow. But yeah, at least from today through Saturday, the schedule is accurate. And I will update it on Sunday when I decide what games and stuff I'm playing. So even if you don't follow me on Twitter and you only follow me here on Twitch, you will always have access to the schedule. Because it'll be here first, and then I will make a post about it on Twitter later. Yeah, I want to do Dragon Quest. Is the first big game that I want to do. I might take a break from it and start another game, because I know it's really, really long. I remember when the demo came out for the Switch version, I played the demo itself for more than 10 hours before I got to the end of it. Just because I was like doing absolutely everything I could. I don't really want to rush through the game, so we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. But probably the next game after Dragon Quest will be either Omori or Valhalla. Valhalla, I think, is a shorter game than Omori, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know it's also going to be a lot of grinding, which I don't want to do too much grinding on stream, so I probably will do a lot of leveling off screen if it gets too grindy. But probably if it's gonna be a long grindy game, then probably something not shorter but slower, like Valhalla might be better afterwards. And then there's Omori. Code Vein, I think, is another grindy game. I've never had to grind too much in it, but I've also never gotten all the way to the ending, so I don't really know. And then I think that's it for the longer games that I have planned, at the moment at least. Like, there's other games I would like to play that are longer, but I don't have them planned out just yet. I do want to do doodle streams frequently, but if I decide to do like a multiplayer game on a different day that week, I might not do a doodle stream, just because I do need time during the week outside of my job to like spend time with my roommates and such. So, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be too grindy, Dragon Quest, because I'm probably going to end up playing most games on easy or normal. I like to enjoy the story more than challenge myself with longer games, which is why I don't plan to stream like a Dark Souls or anything like that, at first at least. if they port Bloodborne to the PC, I might have to though. Because I loved Bloodborne. Bloodborne, I think, is the only Souls game that I've played, and even though it got frustrating, I still wanted to play more of it. I haven't played Dark Souls 3 much though. I played some of it at a convention back when it first came out, but I didn't like actually get to play for real. So we'll see. I'd also love to do like games like Among Us, and other party games that can be played, like the Jackbox stuff. The Jackbox stuff though is kind of hard, because for stuff like Quiplash, you can't really predict what people are gonna put in for answers, so it's a little more difficult to do, as fun as those games are. But yeah, I also, I would like to do, now that I know how it works, I had my, the artist that did my model, Jammin' Sam, I had her show me how to make textures for the outfits, so that I could make, new outfits for myself. So I'd love to do like a couple of those, at least like designing them, if not doing the actual textures, because I like designing things and outfits and accessories and all that. I like drawing girls. I enjoy drawing ladies a lot. I need to work on drawing men. I used to be really good at it, but I stopped doing it a while ago, and I want to start again. Because it would be nice to... Often the male VTubers, they don't go underappreciated, but they fall off the radar a lot quicker. And I want to show them some love too. Because this entire community, for the most part, is just really sweet and kind. Everyone supports each other and all that, and I wanna help others out as best I can. I also need to practice drawing different body parts, like feet. Feet are very difficult for me. That doesn't look too bad. Surprisingly enough. I was gonna spend some time before I started the stream doing some practices, and then my computer decided to throw 3 different SEV. But it's okay, because I've learned that I just need to prepare earlier in the future. Because tech issues will happen whether I want them to or not. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, it's already been an hour. I might actually finish the lines for this. I don't think I'll color it though. Not right now at least. But I'm getting a lot more done than I thought I would. Oh, hands. Bane of my existence. Oh yeah, I know that mobile Twitch, I don't use it that much, but I know mobile Twitch can be pretty laggy, so that's understandable. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this. Ah, my hubris. Past Daki has screwed me over. Because very clearly I did not plan for hands before. What is this? This is not a hand. Well, actually, no, okay, I can see the hand now. Somehow that somehow that helped. Like this. That actually is too big. Okay, maybe past Daki gets off the hook this time. Maybe not, because I still can't draw hands. Ah! That's okay. It's a little warm. It's not too bad at the moment. I had the AC on before I started, so although my computer is starting to heat up the room a little bit, like the space heater that it can be, it's not actually too bad today. Yeah, summertime, as fun as it can be, it tends to get rather muggy where I am. Like, humid. The weather doesn't just start robbing people, I promise. But other than that, summers are usually pretty mild. But this year, it's May, and it's already been way too warm. Twice. So, doesn't bode well for the actual summer months, but that's okay. Because the magic of air conditioners will carry me through. $3 gigs just for the character creator? That's for PSO2 New Genesis, right? That's a big file. For just a character creator? That's a lot of memory. So it is also the benchmark, which is just, if I remember correctly, the benchmark is just a fancy cinematic type of thing that will, like, test your computer's ability to handle the game or something. Something like that. I'm gonna leave that hand alone and work on— Ooh! Thank you for the follow! Welcome, welcome. That was really loud. I need to turn that down. Ah! Where's the sound button? Where's the sound? Here's the sound button. There we go. Much better. I need to turn that down on my end later. For real. The proper way. I just keep thinking about the Endwalker trailer. The last... I won't talk about it too much more, I promise, but the last main patch for Final Fantasy XIV came out yesterday, and it's the last bit of story we're gonna get before the new expansion drops, and I just... So much happens in such a short span of time that I'm so worried for the new expansion. I'm not sure how many people here have played it, but I'm very, very excited to see what comes next. I hope the new character generator for PSO2 is just as good as the old one was. Because the old one was, like, even though the graphics were kind of outdated by the time I put my hands on it, I believe the game's like 10 or so years old now, PSO2. But it had a really nice, in-depth character creator that was a lot of fun to play with, even if I couldn't get the game itself to function. But I'm excited to see what they do with the new one. And the new, like, it looks like an entirely new game, pretty much. So I'm excited to see when that comes out fully in a couple weeks. I'll probably end up playing it, honestly. Because now that 14's over, I will need a new time sync that I can play with friends. I'm sure even if it's not too different from the old one, it'll still end up being fun. Because the old one was fun, it didn't really have much of a story, the part that I played, which I believe there's supposed to be a story mode. So I don't know how I messed that up, but I'm excited to see what the new version is like. Because I hear they've like overhauled the graphics and the combat and everything. Scared for how big PSO2 is gonna be if the benchmark and all that is already 3 gigs, because the old PSO2, if I remember correctly, was like ridiculously huge. I want to say it was like close to 100 or so gigs, which, I mean, Final Fantasy XIV is pretty big as well, and I still have plenty of room on my computer for games. But it's just concerning how much space the old one took up. I haven't saved. That was scary. I just realized that I haven't been saving my canvas. I've lost so much progress before because of forgetting to save. It's something so simple. You would think that it would be just like an instinct by now, but every once in a while I sit here and I go, I wonder when the last time I saved this was, and then I hit save and it's like, oh, what would you like to save this as? And I'm like, oh, I never saved. I've been here for 3 hours and I didn't save a single time. And somehow that didn't blow up in my face. It's blown up in my face before. I have lost work many a times based on that. But it's okay. Live and learn. Or in my case, live and don't learn, because I still do it. I try not to, though. I try to be good about saving. There used to be, at a school I went to, there was an issue with one of the computer labs, because the tech people decided to put the Microsoft operating system, the Microsoft operating system on a bunch of Mac computers. And it kind of just broke everything. And there was an issue, I don't remember the name of the bug anymore. I used to remember it. But there was an issue where, at random, for no reason other than just there was software installed on it that it did not like, the computers would shut off. And it wouldn't just like power off at random, it would, you would be like in the middle of like working on a project and a gray curtain would slowly descend from the top of the screen to the bottom. Like you would have a small warning because your mouse cursor would stop functioning right before the curtain would descend. And as soon as it happened to one person, within minutes the entire lab was down. So, which might have been due to how the school did like the network for the computers, but I have never seen a group of people more paranoid about saving, and yet here I am, not saving my work for almost an hour and a half. Yeah, I've also been dealing with computers for a while, but just sometimes my brain just decides to not function. It decides to forget to be paranoid about saving and just goes la-di-da. Oh, whoops, was I supposed to be doing something? Thankfully it's been a while since I lost anything big due to forgetting to save. It's also been a while since I worked on anything big, but I have the same issue with video games, where because there's no saving system in 14, so sometimes I forget that when you play games, you have to save manually. And it hasn't been an issue with most of the games I've been playing, because usually the quit button is save and quit, but the number of times I've just closed a game and then I go back to it and I'm like, what happened to all my progress? And it's because I didn't save. I'm like, you would think I would know better by now, but I don't. I do my best, but I am still forgetful at times. All that remains is this one hand, and then I will have made a lot more progress than I thought I was going to, honestly. Let's see if we can't figure out a better hand. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I should probably download the character creator after stream. I know better than to try to download something while I'm streaming, thankfully. Even though that was my first impulse, was to just go start the download. But I know that would be a bad idea, so I didn't. Thankfully. think I will call a stream once I'm done with the sketch. I could go into color, except I can't have the AC on in my room, because it's so loud, and I don't want you guys to have to deal with the background noise, but also my computer is turning this office into a hotbox. So I will probably wrap up soon and share the sketch on Twitter. I don't know, I want to do this, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I do have a YouTube where I'm going to archive my streams. I don't know if the archive for this one worked. I think I set everything up properly, but we will have to see. If it did, I'll try to get it uploaded as soon as possible. Just because I know Twitch only holds VODs for, I think it's like 2 weeks. So I will try to have this up on YouTube, but if the archive didn't work, then I might not be able to, so I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I think the sketch is done. Turned out way cuter than I thought it would. I'm happy. I'm happy with how this turned out. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Went about as long as I thought we would. So that's fine. Tomorrow is gonna be a game. It's gonna be Calico. So that might go past 2 hours, I'm not sure. Depends how into it we get. But we'll see. We will, as I like to say, we will burn that bridge when we come to it. I know that's not the correct phrase, but I prefer that version of it myself. Before we end for today, I will save. I will save what I'm doing. Let's go back over here. Are there any questions? I think I answered everything earlier, but if there's no questions, then we're done for today. Again, I'll try to have the archive up on YouTube. But if this one didn't record properly, I know exactly what I did wrong. So I will have future streams recorded and uploaded to YouTube. But I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Yes, okay. I thought I turned my mic off. Sorry. I'm unfamiliar with some of these buttons. They look different. Have a good night. Even if it's not nighttime where you are in the world, I hope you have pleasant dreams. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.